Hey guys, welcome back to the Blue Podcast Network. This is the Blue Podcast with me, Lloyd, and Ethan. How you doing?
Doing good.
All good, thanks.
And today we have Jay from 92 Bible. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Of course. So, well, you know Ethan quite well.
Yeah.
So I thought we'd start there. How do you guys know each other?
So last year, I got invited down to this uni, and with one of my other friends, and I became good friends with one of his housemates from this year. So I thought Ethan's a pretty nice guy. Met him this year, so
Yeah.
we got on pretty well. And
Fair enough. Has he spent any of that grand on you yet?
he hasn't, but I'm expecting something tonight.
Yeah.
Getting rich for money here. What's this about?
Yeah,
Well, especially
that grand will
free
go
money.
very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm planning to go on holiday, so you know.
Oh, what are you
Oh,
planning?
that's good.
Well, I'm going Malta. I'm going Malta this year, so that's going to cover half of it. Then I want to go travelling, so that's what
Oh, nice.
Nice.
What year are you in again?
foundation year.
When are you going to go traveling? Just during the summer?
Yeah.
Ah, fair. All right.
I'm never going to have this much free time again, so I thought might as well go.
A cute little getaway together.
Sure.
All right. Well, let's start off with obviously 92 Bible as well.
Yeah.
You got to talk to me about how that kind of came about, really. And we'll get into losing your account and stuff later
Yeah.
on. But take us back to the start.
So I was about 15 years old, I think. I was a few months away from sitting my GCSEs. I think it was 2018. So yeah, 2018. I was 15.
I'm old.
And I was a few months away from sitting my GCSEs, and I think I was watching Barnet versus Bournemouth or something, and I was like, I really want to cover, because there was loads of big accounts like 433 One Football, but there's no good English football account. So I took ideas from them and was like, I want to create something for English football fans to come together. That was a bit cliche, but yeah. So I just wanted to create this page, and I started out with the 72 Bible, so I just covered the EFL because I thought there's way too many pages covering the Premier League. And then a few months later, I turned to the 92 Bible. I think it was after Real Madrid, Liverpool, and yeah, so that's how it started.
And in terms of the content, how did you kind of figure out what you wanted to do?
It took a while.
It takes a while.
There was a lot of archive posts. So I started out just making team of the weeks and just posting news and your everyday content. But I started out using Microsoft Word, so I had no editing software. I used to make the posts on Microsoft Word and then screenshot them on my Mac and then airdrop them to my phone. So
Proper old school.
yeah. So and I think it must have been 2 years later before I even got Photoshop. So just before lockdown actually. And that's when the page really started to kick on, because I think without an actual proper editing software and stuff, people want nice graphics and something that's nice, easy on the eye, but obviously I wasn't creating that. I think the content I was putting out was pretty good, but it wasn't to the best standard, so I just upped that a bit, and then the 92 Bible really kicked on just before COVID.
Did you self-teach yourself all of that, or
Yeah, completely self-taught. I mean, obviously I looked for other accounts for inspiration, but never watched a single Photoshop video in my life. Just completely if you go through the post, it's really basic. Even now, all the content's super basic, super simple, but then it's easily digestible for
sometimes simple just works, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So
Well, you did manage to grow your page from nothing to
yeah,
A lot.
nothing,
Yeah,
nothing
I
to
mean,
do.
260k.
Yeah,
It's not bad, that.
Yeah, the last
Can we have some of those followers, please?
Unfortunately,
Okay.
not anymore.
Yeah. Well, do you want to explain then what kind of happened with all
Yeah,
that?
so it was just after England played Spain in the Euros. I posted a video of England fans, and we saw a TikTok of this guy. So he was like, "Oh, hey, can we use this video on our social platforms, standard, when you're using someone's content?" So we messaged him, and he was like, "Yeah, that's fine. Feel free to use it. Just tag me and at me in the caption." So we did that. A couple of days later, we logged onto our Instagram, and then we got a post saying it's been done for copyright. So it was we messaged him, was like, "Hey, what's this about? You said we could use content." We then found out that he'd sold the piece of content to a media agency so he can make money from the video himself, and not inform them that people that already use the video. So I think they're like AI robot or whatever. I don't know what they use, but they just got us straight away, and they're literally that was it.
There's nothing you can do.
We got lawyers involved. We paid a lot of money. We actually bought the rights to the video afterwards, so we literally paid the media agency that I think we paid them like $1 or $2 grand for that video.
Oh, wow.
The licensing for it. And we submitted an appeal. You're saying like, hey, to Instagram, we've sorted it out with the media agency, and yeah, no response from Instagram. They submitted appeals as well. They retracted their copyright claim, everything, but Instagram just never gave us the account back. Even to this day, it's still like technically up there, but that's why I can't get the actual 92 Bubble name back. But the account's still up, but I can't get it back. And now it's been like 90 days, so it's permanently deleted, but it's just still technically there. So
That's gutting.
a lot of money, a lot of time wasted, but
but even still now that you've grown your account like mental within like the last
Yes.
Like the
How,
last
how,
month.
how quickly has the new account grown?
So I started it on February 8th. So
Jesus.
what's today? March 19th today.
Yeah.
So yeah, a month and
It's
a bit.
25.
And it's in 25,000.
That's mental.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
To be
25,000 people
Yeah.
in a space of just over a month.
I feel like I had a pretty good core following of
Yeah.
people. Like a lot of people knew I was Jay. Like I support Crawley. Like I had a pretty like my content, even though it was simple, it was like really like unique to the page. So I built like the best community possible, and yeah, they all just followed me pretty quickly onto there. And to be honest, I think it took 3 years to hit 20k on the old 92. So to even be at that number now is absolutely mental.
That is
But,
mental.
yeah, I think it'll go pretty quick now.
Yeah. How do you compare like the first pieces of content that you made to what you do now?
Night and day.
Yeah.
Genuinely, that's a lot better. I think the thing with this one is I know what will make people follow, and I know how to grow accounts. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but two of my friends have football accounts now as well, and they're like 200,000, like 100,000 each. So
Have you found the formula potentially?
I think I might have.
Maybe.
So yeah, honestly, their accounts. Like one of he now works full time making content, and before we were both doing law at uni. So
Oh, wow. See, I've noticed a trend with content creators and doing law at uni.
yeah,
I think
law's that boring.
yeah,
They have to
they
go
have to do
to something
something
I
else.
go to the complete opposite
Yeah.
end of the spectrum.
Arthur TV did law.
Mm.
Bit of a
Yeah.
rogue one. El Brook did law. There's definitely some more. I just can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Is it just because you think it was quite boring, so you just decided to change it up?
Honestly, yeah. Like to be fair, it's quite an intense subject. I feel like I had a lot of time. Like my procrastination is like unbelievable.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like that's everyone with uni.
Yeah, like in the library, I just spent hours every day, raspberry matcha latte, watching football, making content, and like I just smashed growing up. Like I'd post like 9 to 14 times a day,
Jesus.
Wow.
and they'd all get like thousands of likes.
Do you have a team behind you now as well, or?
I used to have just like a manager that would do all my promos and stuff. But now since I started this one, it's just me, and
Just
then
you again.
his mate also like sorts posted his out and that sort of stuff.
Damn, we got up our game. That's
Yeah.
like more than we do
Yeah,
on
if
a
you
week.
need a hand grind
Yeah,
on socials,
Ethan, we need to be up in our social game.
Sorry, I'm
he should be learning.
Yeah. Should we just put you on like a week-long course to follow Jay, and then
Yeah.
you come back and bring some stuff in?
Yeah, sure.
Sound? Let's do that.
Amazing. Sorted.
I think we could bring a kick a team out.
Kick
I
it
think-
out.
yeah.
That one does do
Kick
bits,
it
to
out
be
is
fair.
decent.
That was a great idea.
Explain.
So we post I've posted every club in the 92s, Premier League and EFL, and each follower they will have to comment a club to like remove from the post until there's like one eventual winner.
Okay.
And that's like a really good way of just getting comments, engagement, and also if you get some more comments, it gets them to explore, and then
we
that
get
way
keen to do that on Twitter as well. To be fair. Yeah.
I'll make the graphics.
Mate, all
There
the
you go.
ideas are bubbling right now.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's just loads of simple like ways like that. Like I know we'll get comments. Like
I'm
I've run
just
the
ashamed how
page.
it's completely frauded. How
Yeah.
Colchester lasted so long. I must have put about 50 comments putting Colchester in.
I had to get Colchester out just for him, to be fair. But yeah, I usually just open all the comments on my laptop and then because there's like 1,000, 2,000 comments.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you keep track?
I open every comment on my computer, it literally breaks, and then Command F, and then type every team name out, and then which
oh,
one has the
right.
most, which one has the most votes. And
That must take a little while.
honestly like 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
not too bad.
We just kind of go type in how many,
Yeah,
write
yeah.
down the number.
Right,
and-
I write down like top 3, and then interchange like which one has. If they have more than that one, then remove them.
That's quite a cool idea. And actually
Yeah.
quite smart.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So you say, of course, 92.
Yeah.
What's your favourite football game you've been to down the pyramid?
Ooh.
I was gonna sound biased, but probably Crawley. Away at MK Dons in the
Hmm.
playoffs last season. We beat them 5-1 on the night, I think.
Oh my
Good. I
gosh.
don't like MK
Yeah,
Dons. So
I
that's
don't-
fine.
No,
a lot
you're
of-
not the biggest
I'm
fan,
not
are
a
you?
big fan, no.
Yeah, a lot of my content is taking the mick out of MK Dons, to be fair. So,
I love
really
Sky already.
united. Yeah, we beat them 5-1 on the night. We beat them 8-1 in aggregate. We just beat them 3-0 at home. But we lost like 17 games that season. We just got in the playoffs. Like, everyone predicted us to get relegated. It was like a miracle to even be in the playoffs. We beat them 3-0 in the first leg. I thought we were going to get absolutely battered at home. These lot, MK Dons score so many at home. I think the games before they scored like 5 against Walsall, 4 against Sutton. I was like, they're going to batter us. And then we just absolutely tore them apart. And then got to Wembley and then got promoted. But
Yeah.
simple.
It's not looking
Easy.
too good now, is it?
No. It's like, lost everyone. I think only 2 players in the whole squad to still at the club.
Wow.
Lost our manager. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if I can say this, but I'm friends with the manager's agent, old manager's agent.
I'm sure
So
you
he,
can say
he,
that.
he told me everything that went on in the club.
Allegedly.
Yeah. He told me absolutely everything. And after we got promoted, like 2 months later, he called me and he was like, "It's an absolute shit show. This person's left. He's been sold for like 75 grand, even though he should be getting sold for like $1 million.
Fucking hell. Why do you think it all went downhill?
It's the owners.
The owners.
Yeah, wag me. They're very, very toxic, very evil, and just running the club into the ground. I mean, he told me that they're trying to get the club into administration.
Didn't Alan Williams used to be Crawley CEO?
I've got no idea. My
Yeah,
knowledge
I
on Football League is
No,
not.
we had
it's
so these are
not mine.
Americans. We had Turkish before for quite a few years,
Yeah.
and before that we were owned by like a money spinning like Thailand. That's the reason we're in the EFL. Where we had some Thai owners that pumped some money into
Am
the
I
club.
thinking of the right club? Crawley. It's south of London, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gatwick.
Yeah. I'm thinking of Crawley.
Yeah, you're
Alan
thinking of the
Williams.
right.
Alan Williams used to be CEO there.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He's now the CEO of Eastbourne. We had him on as a
Oh.
guest.
Nice.
But that's just what reminded me of
Yeah, yeah.
that. Used to work there. Long story. Got a better job now. Wow. Jersey bird.
Jersey Bird.
But yeah, anyway, back to you.
Yeah.
So, what's the future looking like for 92 Bible?
Honestly, just grow it as much as possible and hopefully secure the same like promotions and brand deals I did before, and then see where it takes me. You know, I always look at like Rising Ballers and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I met them at like loads of award shows, and the thing they've built and you know where they are and what they can do with their community now is unbelievable. So
Actually,
something
that's a good point. I think a lot of people won't know how you can actually make a living
Yeah.
out of posting pictures on Instagram.
yeah, honestly.
How do you do it?
So I got my money from primarily working with just like brands, and they release like a promo, so like Sky or Football Manager.
Really small names.
Yeah.
I mean, just casually dropped them like Sky and
Sky
Football
Football
Manager,
Manager.
you know. It's not bad.
Yeah, and they would honestly just shoot me an email, be like, "Hey, we want to promote Foot Manager 24." Is what they did last year. It was like, "Can we get 5 promo posts out for however much money?" We were like, "Yeah." Delegate, negotiate, and then honestly from there. So it wasn't too bad, but yeah, obviously now it's a lot smaller. So I've already secured 1 brand deal with Sky, only for 30 quid. So
30 quid?
Start, yeah,
Sky
I
do
think-
brand deals for 30 quid.
yeah.
Damn.
And
We should-
that-
we
and that-
should
that was-
reach out to them.
That was a Twitter retweet. So
That's just for a retweet.
retweet on Twitter.
30 quid just for a retweet.
Yeah,
It's
it used to
Jesus
be a lot
Christ.
more.
So how many
Um,
followers have you got on
Twitter.
Twitter?
I think just over 20,000.
20,000 as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
but Twitter, I think promoting on Twitter is rubbish anyway. Like the engagement's rubbish. Like
Yeah, well,
It's not-
our guy Kian, check out our Twitter at the Blue Podcast Net.
Yes.
Yes. It's just started posting on there, so
yeah,
no problem.
it's harder to grow. But I think if you're actually getting money for posting as well, obviously
Yeah.
if you got blue tick, the fact that you get paid to post on there is a lot
mental.
better than Instagram.
Yeah.
But I think Instagram's a lot easier to grow.
Well, I think a lot more people use it nowadays, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally don't use Twitter.
No, not really. Me
When I
neither.
lost the page, I didn't put. I went off social media and I only used Twitter for like 6 months. So because I lost it in July, and I started to post in February. So whatever the gap
Big gap.
is between
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
What did you do in the meantime?
So we got lawyers.
Yeah.
So we
Was it just all trying to get that
all
the
trying to
whole
get the
time?
page back? Yeah. So
Wow.
January is when it permanently got deleted. February is when I restarted with the 92 Bubble underscore. But yeah, I do want to rebrand into maybe something more because I don't want to keep the underscore either. So I don't know if you've seen Fiago.
Oh yes, yeah, I know who you're on about. Yeah,
So he used to run a football page called like Footy Base,
Mhm.
and he moved to like more of his face and more of him,
yeah.
content of him. So I think
Is that the plan?
now that a lot more people know me, or like know that I run the page, I'm a Crawley fan, and everything, then maybe
What
maybe
kind of
something
content
like
do you want to do?
I don't know, more like reels, more like facts. So I feel like stuff like that always gets like good engagement. So just stuff to get engagement is the best way to grow.
Yeah, no,
Like, not
100%.
like rage baiting either, just like good quality content.
Yeah.
Like,
This man is Mr.
not
fucking
not rage
rage
baiting.
I
He's
honestly-
so bad.
Yeah.
the Nwanyeri overrated comment the other day
Because he is.
is huge.
Because Arsenal fans overrated.
Wait, who did you have in the midfielder top 10?
Didn't have Rodri 10th. I think
Yeah,
it was,
Rodri
wasn't it?
10th.
Rodri 10.
Yeah, because he has one leg. Like that like
No,
generally.
that's fine. I understand your
And
reasoning.
Flynn Downs at 7.
Flynn, yeah, that was the one. That was the one.
So bad.
That is rage
so
bait.
bad.
Mental.
Yeah, he's all right.
He's not
He's
seventh
not
best,
seventh
best
best in the
Premier midfielder, is he?
It's not better than Will
I mean,
Smallbone.
Who else did you have in like some of the other positions? You had some
Oh.
bad ones.
No, I don't think they were that bad.
Wait, who did you have, Matt? Oh no! Oh wait,
Matt was
this
the
won't
National
be out
League.
yet. We did a mukbang top 10 European leagues.
Yes.
I will say a certain very, very low down English league made it surprisingly high in the top 10. And I mean low down.
Yeah. We're not talking top 2 leagues.
Or 3.
All four. All four.
Yeah, the Isthmian Premier League, the Isthmian Prem Division.
You'd have Gus Scott Morris in the top 10 right backs, wouldn't
Yes.
you? Yeah.
Yes, I'd have him called up for England.
He don't stop banging on about him.
I know.
He
How
does
many
not.
goals has he scored?
16?
60 goals
From
from
right
right
back,
back.
yeah.
That is
That's like
that
James
is
Tavernier
mental.
numbers for Rangers a couple of seasons ago.
James
Not
Tavernier?
Gus Scott Morris.
No, not Gus.
He's
Scott
not
Morris.
Gus,
No.
Right.
Oh, Tavernier had a ridiculous season one season, didn't he?
Yeah, because he scored like
He was there like free kick taker, penalty
Penalty
taker.
He
taker.
scored so many pens, yeah, and then he was just banging in free kicks consistently as
Yeah.
well. It was insane.
See, all of Gus' goals have been open play,
Every single one.
by like 2 free kicks. But he's not a penalty taker. He's just unbelievable.
That's mental. Is it just like 30-yard screamers all the time?
No, he's in the box.
He's in the box.
He's in the box.
He's in
If
the
you
box
look at the
from
goal
right
against
back.
Forest Green, our fullback is on the penalty spot. That's how he scores.
Their striker scored without a boot on.
Yeah, I know,
Didn't he?
yeah,
Yeah.
a few.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, Forest Green. What was his name? You posted it.
Jordan Garrick.
Yeah,
Jordan
I think-
Garrick.
yeah. Garrett. He went past our left back Ralph and just boot came
Boot
off. And just
came off.
slotted it on. Slotted it behind.
Without a boot on.
slotted it home.
Jesus
Sock,
Christ.
a sock goal.
Yeah.
Oh my
Not too
God.
shabby.
No,
But
I've
Macaulay
seen
Bonne
that.
scored.
He asked me
Yeah.
to delete it. I posted about it as well.
You made
I
him
don't post
delete
about non-league, but he was like, less of this.
Yeah, I was like, can we not do this?
Not
Can
post
we
that.
not post this?
Yeah.
No
Uh,
Southend slander.
If anything, if you do post more of it, I will. I'll
Yeah.
like retweet and everything. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Just on.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Can't we have a Southend slam?
So, with the reels and the stuff that you kind of want to do in the future, obviously, I mean, coming on a podcast probably
Helps.
it's a good start.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, is it just to kind of keep them growing the brand, keep them growing, or even rebranding a little bit?
Yeah.
Is your goal just to kind of make the 92 Bubble or whatever you rebrand it to
Yeah.
this massive football?
Yeah, like ultimately
Channel.
one day I want to have a whole team behind me. I think like look at One Football there. I think they're based in like, the Netherlands or 43, I don't know which one it is. But they're based in the Netherlands. They have like a team of like 50 people like doing all their content. Like they post I don't know how many times a day, but they post a lot. But I'm quite like meticulous with my posts and like the structure. Like even if you look at my feed, it's like a chess pattern. So like
Yeah, no, I've seen that. It's
one
nice, isn't it?
one plain, one black, one plain, one black. So I'm quite like meticulous about what goes out and what's
Yeah.
on the actual page.
When the Instagram update happened and they changed the
I know,
shape,
shape.
How did that make you feel?
I'm still posting in square.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still posting. I've not
gotta
changed
change it
because they've got
back,
to change it
surely.
back. Because that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like, I can't change all my
Like,
content.
did you see there's so many posts of like media managers when
Yeah,
Instagram
rebranded.
changed the frame? I must have been fuming. I was fuming because I went the thumbnail.
That happened before. That happened before I restarted, I think, and I still
Yeah.
started just doing square. It's
no-
like,
No one wants a slightly squished square.
yeah.
It doesn't make sense
A
about it.
weird rectangle.
Yeah.
Yeah, change it back, please.
Because we got that pull, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But you probably have a bigger pool than us.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
yeah.
I
Still
don't
the
know.
name.
Yeah,
The name
Essentially.
probably has more pull
Still,
than us.
still got more followers than us, so
Yeah,
that'll change.
yeah.
Get me doing your socials. It'll
socials,
change.
and then we'll have
Get
to,
him out of a job. There
You can just
go.
stay on clips.
Yeah, yeah. I'll do. To be fair, I did say to Ethan, like, if he does the clips, I do the actual. Because I always think like a good way of growing is actually having like proper. I know you do video content, you just post videos, but if you had like actual like solid,
So that's,
reshareable content,
we-
I genuinely think you'd grow so much.
that's what we're kind of looking for at the moment.
Yeah,
To be fair, and
we're trying
in
to
terms of what
emulate
we're trying to find,
Yeah.
because we've almost got the clips nailed on.
Nearly.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're definitely looking for someone to do that because
I just got
mean-
a job.
he's got a job. Yes, we've hired him.
There we go.
Add him to the group chat.
Yeah, shut up. I genuinely.
No, yeah,
Oh, sound. Yeah, I'm absolutely down for that. We'll have a chat off the podcast.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Also,
see why not?
yeah. Matthew's laughing down there. He's one of our editors,
No.
so
Yeah. So you mentioned like with the content that you want to end up doing. Of
Yeah.
course, you've already mentioned Fiago. Is there any like other content creators that you sort of look at
Ooh.
and be like, I want to sort of not copy their content because obviously you want it to be unique, but like sort of just take pieces from it and then make it your own?
Yeah, I like the look of like James Lawrence Alcott.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
his content's really good.
His
Like
content's
really,
good.
but it's really like in depth and like all
It's
that. And
so
so I'd probably not do it like that, but or like Jacob Horsfall. I don't know if you've heard of
Yes,
him, but
yeah.
that his content's pretty good. So like people like that, like
Mm.
really confident, really articulate, and yeah, something like
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's with content as well. Like, especially if you're trying to do something new, it can be quite difficult. But
that. Yeah,
it's kind of funny if you take little bits of what other people do and put it
Exactly.
together. It's then something completely different.
that's what I do with 92 pretty
Yeah.
much. Like you've just got to find your niche. Like there's so many accounts out there now, like too many. But you just got to find something that will be different to theirs that you can add to yours, even if it is taking something from theirs and adding to your own idea.
Yeah.
Like I saw someone do a kick one out, but they was doing Derby version, so it was like kick one out MK Dons or AFC Wimbledon.
AFC Wimbledon wins that, yeah.
Yeah, they did.
I'm from Wimbledon, so
Really. Yeah, even something like that. Just like trying to gain that little edge, and it's only social media.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
like,
no,
just
I
Yeah.
mean, I
create
think a
something
big
tiny
thing
bit different.
I've seen with a few content creators I know is they do say obviously it's a big thing to find your niche.
Yeah.
But don't
Yeah, don't stray too
stray
far.
like
from,
just don't
yeah.
really just try and find your niche and that's it and
Yeah.
that's it. It's be a bit general at first, find out what works for you, and then go down that road.
That's pretty much
Yeah.
what I did. Yeah.
Perfect. I mean, and the content as well. I just want to kind of know, like on a daily basis, what goes through your head? Because how do you know exactly what you want to post, and then
Yeah.
what's the process to getting it out?
So I have a media planner app. I think it's called like Layout or something. And I put all the designs I want to do for that day, and I'll make the news fit that design. So I'll design everything around that app, and then I'll
Also
put it out.
find the news to fit
Yeah.
what you want to make.
Yeah. So
I
then
love
I'll
that.
post after school hours because my primary audience is either school, like children, or like workers, like 18 to 24-year-olds. So primarily they're more free after 3:00. So I'll do my first post at like 3:05, and then 3:30, then 4:00, and just post that at intervals. But I have it all ready. And then if I was to post breaking news or like stuff that comes out immediately, I'd just throw that plan out the window, get something to fit that plan. I always have like my black post ready because like that's usually what you can fit into breaking news if you're doing a badge post for like Man City breaking news. Like it's really, so I would always have that like ready to go if I was posting two things at once. I'd always have the black post ready to go next, just in case there was a bit of news.
And how did you come up, like, the chessboard style?
Yeah.
Did that just come to you one day? That's what you wanted to do? Or?
Yeah, that came to that. Honestly, I don't even know where that came from. I was like, that looks really nice. Like, and I hated like, because I used to like badge posts and like, I didn't like it looking too messy. So I liked having like the plain black, and then it looked a bit more like open and fresh. And I also think that's a bit of a pill of the Bible. It's a bit more like luxury, and it looks a lot nicer on the eye.
Yeah.
And now a bunch of pages do the chessboard pattern, so I'd like to think I
Pave the way.
kind of paved the way for that. Yeah.
and also, why Bible?
Every page when I started, it was called Bible, like Lad Bible, Sport Bible.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if I make this big, will they like, I don't know,
They'll
get
try
me
and nick it
taken
from
down?
you.
Yeah, like what will happen? But no, Nothing's
Nothing.
ever come from it. No.
And that was just the reason.
Yeah, just 92
of, like,
Bible.
92
I wanted the
Bible.
92, but there's a woman on there that's had the 92 since 2011. She's not posted since,
Oh, yeah.
and it's just a picture. I can't get the
Yeah,
app.
there's-
I've contacted
there's-
Instagram. Instagram are absolutely useless anyway.
Yeah.
But
No, they are. We've
Absolutely
got someone who has the Blue Podcast on Instagram, and they've
Yeah.
not posted in like 7 or 8 years.
yeah,
I
I
know.
just can't get it.
Can't get it.
It's infuriating. Like all her comments on her last post of at the 92 are literally just all my followers trying to
Surely
get.
that means that they're
Instagram to
still
deactivate
logging in here and there as well.
Do they not
because-
just like deactivate the accounts?
I went onto Facebook and messaged her husband. I tracked her
No,
down.
no.
I tracked her down, found her husband, and I did German for GCSE, and I found that they were German, so I literally
Messaged
articulated a
in
message in German, and no response.
No response.
No.
Never got back. Did
No, I asked
wait,
if her-
were you
if-
left on red, or did they just never?
Maybe
It
say
must
she
have been like
died.
2020. I asked if she was still alive.
You asked if she was still.
Yeah, I was like, "Is your wife still alive?" Because I really want the out of an Instagram account. I was like, "I'm happy to pay."
Does it not
But,
like
no.
deactivate after a
I
while?
thought it did, but
Well, maybe that must mean that they're logging in.
that's what I used to think. But I
Yeah.
don't know. No.
But then, like, that's
Is the account
mental.
big or is it like? Just...
No, it's just her personal page of like
Yeah.
posting selfies.
Or just called 92.
The 92, yeah.
That's so random.
I'll
Why
show
would
you
you call an
afterwards.
account 92?
See, like if it was a smart play and she got that because she knew like a big account would want it one day, so she
Yeah.
could sell it.
But in 2011,
Fine.
I don't think
No.
that's on her mind.
It's like, it reminds me of like the Bitcoin sort of stuff. I think it was Lily Allen turned down a bunch of Bitcoin in 2012.
Yeah.
If she had accepted that, oh my gosh, the money that she would have made.
Yeah, wasn't her dad said no, take the cash, not the Bitcoin.
Yeah.
and then she would have probably made about 10 times what the cash she was given.
Yeah.
or something ridiculous.
That of course nobody knew back
No,
then. How
or
big-
the guy that sold got the pizza for 2 Bitcoin or something ridiculous,
Yeah.
and it would have been now worth millions. It was like 10 Bitcoin is worth millions now, and he bought 2 pizzas with it.
World is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it
it's
is.
it's changing so much. I started reading again.
Yes.
And apparently, statistically, in the 21st century, there will be, by the end of it, the amount of change will be 20,000% more than the first year of the 21st century. If that makes sense.
No.
That's
Can't do much.
that's
sense?
insane. Yeah, that makes sense to
So
me.
the rate of change will
Too
have
slow.
increased so much by the end of the 21st century that it'll be 20,000% more change then.
As in like shrapnel, as in
Oh.
coins.
No, I meant just like the world, like the
The
amount of
world
change.
changes.
The amount of change.
Sorry, when you say
Oh,
change,
no,
I'm
not
thinking like-
cash.
I'm thinking like-
No, the amount of change that's happening
Oh,
in the
okay,
world.
yeah, that makes more sense. That's why I was confused. I was like, what?
If anything, there'll probably be less change.
That's
throughout
what I was
the
thinking. That's why I was
21st
like,
century.
what?
Bro, his
Yeah.
brain was just buffering.
Yeah.
like,
So I've just got money on my mind.
Did you understand what I meant?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Ethan. That's
just
fine.
even.
Sorry.
It's just you.
After
Which is
the
which, but
explanation.
that is like mental to comprehend. Like
Yeah.
by the time I'm 100, you guys are younger than me. Like you won't even be able to comprehend what is going on in the world.
It is nuts.
It's nuts.
That is mental.
And the 92 Bible will have millions of followers.
Yeah.
Potentially, hopefully.
what is the end goal for you?
I'm not sure. I really wanted to reach 1 million, and I feel like I was really close to that with the last one because it was growing like crazy. Yeah, 1 million, and then see.
A
I have
million.
my own little team. I had my best mate doing my like managing my promos, so he was also getting like a bit of money for it, which was really nice.
Mm.
And also sorted a couple of my other mates out of accounts, like I said. So maybe something like that, just creating like a little empire and with my friends as well. 'cause
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Well,
nice to see
that's
our friends
kind of what
succeed.
we're doing here, trying
Exactly,
to do. Here.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Working
nice seeing
with
them
your friends is
succeed.
so nice.
Yeah, and like a lot of people say, don't mix friends and business, but like, to be honest, I've never had any
I
problems.
think it's different in this kind of
industry
business
Yeah,
because it's so personable.
yeah.
You kind of need to get on with the people that you're working with.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
it just doesn't
Oh,
work.
it doesn't look good on camera, does it?
Yeah.
Look awkward as hell. like,
Yeah, so pass it to you, Lloyd.
yeah. I don't really want to be here. Don't really wanna be-
So the goal is at least 1 million.
At least 1 mil.
Little business industry that you
Yeah.
built. You know,
Little,
all your friends.
Little office.
little
in London somewhere.
office space with your mates would be so
Exactly.
sick.
I was looking, to be fair, so after I graduated from uni, I really wanted to have a little 92 Bible office.
So you're still doing uni as well?
And I graduated in 2023
2023. Okay.
from Canterbury.
trying to figure out how old you are at the moment.
How
old are you?
22.
22. Okay, you're not that
Yeah.
much younger than me.
No,
That's fine.
I'm quite
I'm
old.
25 in a month. Less than a month. Fuck.
Yeah.
Gonna
I'm
have
23
your-
soon,
gonna have your
in
walking
August.
stick out.
Okay. So yeah,
That's a bit cheeky.
what did you just say?
Nothing.
Less said the better.
Yeah. I'll just watch this back. It's fine.
Tensions rising.
All right. Well, have you guys got any more questions before we finish up?
I believe one question that I would like to ask you is that do you have any advice for anyone that would want to do what you're doing?
And we'll listen as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Create, like I said before, just create your own niche. Like find a gap in the market and create something that no one else is doing. Like I said, it's a bit convoluted now, but there's always something you can do that someone else isn't doing. So yeah, offer something that no one else is.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well,
Brilliant.
thank you very much, guys, for watching. Do check out
Thank you.
Jay's 92 Bible. We'll have
Underscore.
it down below.
No, T-Bible underscore.
Underscore. Sorry.
Got it wrong.
Check out all of our socials, link down below, and we'll see you guys in the next guest podcast. Cheers.